Ripple partner, the UAE expects a digital dirham rollout in Q4 2025. We're going to dive into this. Plus, I have a ton of new Ripple news. Is RLUSD heading to Cardano? We have so much to go over. Man, my head is going to explode. First, let's start here. If you get any value from the video, guys, please hit like. If you are not subscribed and you want to come back for Ripple, XRP, Cbdc type content, I am your man. I will not let you down. Subscribe and let's learn and grow together. The United Arab Emirates expects its digital dirham central bank digital currency to roll out in Q4 of 2025. According to a report by the Khalij Times, central banks of the UAE Governor Khalid Mohammed Balama reportedly said that blockchain-based cryptocurrency could improve financial stability and help combat financial crime. According to the report, the retail sector could expect to see the issuance of a digital dirham in the last quarter of 2025. It's a digital dirham will further enable the development of innovative digital products and services and new business models while reducing cost and increasing access to international markets, Balama said. The report also stated that the digital dirham its physical counterpart will be accepted as a payment method in all payment channels. The news comes as the digital dirham received a rebrand. First letter of the dirham will be its international symbol, along with two horizontal lines representing the currency's stability inspired by the UAE flag. This is what it's going to look like. The new symbol for the UAE dirham source, which is pretty dope. I love the rocket ship here too, which is really cool. The road to the digital dirham in the UAE. In June 2024, the CBUAE approved a licensing framework for regulating stablecoins. In a meeting with the CBUAE board of directors in Abu Dhabi, the UAE officials discussed the government's financial infrastructure program and approved the framework. The new rules clarify the issuance, licensing, and supervision of payment tokens backed by the UAE dirham. Following the framework approval, stablecoin issuer Tether plans to announce its plans to launch a dirham-backed stablecoin with local partners Phoenix Group and Green Acorn Investments. The collaboration aims to establish a fully backed digital representation of the UAE digital dirham. After the framework approval, other players joined the race to create a digital-backed stablecoin. 2024, a company called AED Stablecoin received a principal approval for issuing a regulated dirham-pegged stablecoin in the UAE. Thus, say, apart from the dirham-backed stablecoins, US dollar and euro stablecoins have also gained traction in the country. You know what? This is just about stablecoins. Let's go ahead and show you some connections here. You know, it doesn't specifically say what technology that they're using. So I'm just going to show you some information that I know about the UAE, and I'll let you decide what you think it might be. So Ripple secures a DFSA license to offer regulated blockchain-powered payments in the UAE. It says March 3rd, Ripple, the leader in enterprise. Listen, every time Ripple puts something out, the leader, right? Listen, there's a lot of you that are 35 to 55. So I know there's a lot of you that have probably been in manager positions, or you're doing something to bring in business, right? You're marketing, you're doing whatever you can, right? When you can come out and say that you are the leader in whatever space that you are in, right? You are the best. That is what Ripple's saying every time they put out something like this, okay? Ripple, the leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, has received approval from Dubai Financial Services Authority to provide regulated crypto payments and services in the Dubai International Finance Center. Ripple will be the first blockchain-enabled payments provider in the DFSA, or by the DFSA. You also have UAE stablecoin regulation, a blueprint for financial innovation. So Ripple was working on this with them. Stablecoin issuance stablecoin issuance and use is rising around the world. The market projected to reach $3 trillion in the next 5 years. Key is continued growth and crypto regulations to help advance the use of stablecoins and usher in a new era of financial innovation. So it does talk here, new regulations from central banks of the United Arab Emirates, the CBUAE, designed to integrate dirham-backed stablecoins as well as non-AED backed stablecoins into its financial systems, and are emblematic of this shift. You also have this, Ripple and PayPal access the Middle East through Qatar National Bank and an AI Ansari Exchange. Here is that connection and partnership. I'm not going to read it to you. If you want to pause and take a look, I'm just trying to show you some connections in the UAE. And you also have this 33-second clip. Boom.
Let's assume it's again $1 billion, right, of exchange that's happening. Then you have an opportunity to match these two order books together. And with almost nil friction, you're able to take a AED and do a payout in Philippines peso, right? And that's the plumbing that we are building, and digital assets enables that without compromising on AML, without compromising on KYC, without compromising on any security standards around the world. You're able to take advantage of 24/7 market in AED to XRP, hypothetically, for example, and XRP to Philippines peso.
Listen, Ripple has been in the UAE for some time now, right? One of their big offices is in Dubai. What do you think these people are going to decide to use? It could be something else, but man, it sure feels like Ripple kind of has been here for a while, and crypto means business, right? Best marketing, best crypto solutions. I mean, is it a leap to say that they're going to, provide value for the UAE? We'll have to see, guys. So here he is, just in Ripple secures approval Dubai financial regulator. We did talk about this already. Just want to show you. Here is Charles Hodgkinson saying, yes, he wants RLUSD on Cardano. Check it out. 5 seconds. Really quick clip. If you blink, you will miss it.
We've been talking to Ripple about getting real USD on Cardano.
That's so beautiful, man. I love how these guys are working together now, right? Before it was like me versus you. Now it's like, what can we build together for the future? We're all in this together, right? Let's help each other. I love that. This warms my heart. Dear Binance and its manipulators, the anger and resentment of thousands are growing like an avalanche. Stop the manipulation. Now, guys, understand that the crypto market is highly manipulated. The reason for that is there's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of money in the market. When you see, $1 billion market caps, it's not billions of dollars actually in that value, right? So whales can come in and wreck you. So be very careful. There is very low liquidity, and the market is I'm sitting in stables, I'm sitting in XRP and a few other assets, but this is bloody. Remember, if you believe the market is going to turn around, is going to perform in 2025, this could be looked at as an opportunity for some people. Some people will take advantage of this if they believe the market is going to go up. If you ask me personally, I do think we're going to see some green mountains, green candles here very soon. It's going to be a little bit tricky towards the end of the year, but I'm feeling it. Ripple breaking news. Ripple might be lining up with Fed now. Blockchain rails are being laid. It's already happened, my dog. You are late. We've been talking about this for months, if not a year. All good though, right? My man here, XRP hit almost $4 in 2017 without any news that we have today. Let that sink in. When I show you clips, I try to find, well-educated people that are popular, that understand the ecosystem, right? Some people are on a different level of knowledge. Some people are still learning. Some people are still growing. I am always a student. I continue to learn. I continue to grow. I hope you do the same. Let me play this for you, and let's get an idea of what this gentleman is talking about.
April or May, we should start seeing some of the first XRP ETFs, and then the rest of them will roll out over the course of the year. As I said before in another video, if we get 17 XRP ETFs, I think $25 XRP will feel undervalued. Like completely, extremely excessively. Because in case you forgot once again, we know that Ripple is working with a dozen central banks right now.
Ripple is working with more than that. I think the number was like five, and then a few dozen. I think it's over 20 central banks that Ripple's actually working with.
Side of the United States. So a lot of times I keep saying like $10 per XRP is because I'm trying to like not make people go completely insane, but $10 feels like nothing. We hit almost $4 in 2017. I think a $15 to $20 XRP is kind of just like logically going to happen 17? If that's a little insane.
All right, sorry. I was trying to find the clip from James Wallace where he talks about how many central banks Ripple is working with. It is not like 10. It is a lot more than 10. Man, I know it's above 20. Do apologize. Didn't sleep well last night. I think you can tell. Here are 6 things XRP haters are keeping from your knowledge. Okay.
XRP haters say that XRP can't hit $100. That's something they aren't telling you, and it's huge. People don't realize that big names like the Federal Reserve, Bank of International Settlements are involved with XRP behind the scenes. Both have Ripple in their task forces for fast payments. The World Bank has published a document on its website for cross-border payments. The only cryptocurrencies proposed as solutions are XRP and XLM. The Federal Reserve has formed a task force for faster payments. A member of the group is Ripple. Hong Kong, Russia, and even the Bank of England are exploring Ripple's tech for faster and more efficient payments. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority has been researching CbdCs. The only blockchain company involved is Ripple. The Bank of Russia has published a document about the digitalization of payments. The report describes as a solution for efficient cross-border payments. The Bank of England carried out a proof of concept with Ripple to explore the speed and efficiency of cross-border payments. XRP can handle 1,500 transactions per second with very, very small fees. That's the same as PayPal. Financial giants of the Middle East, Saudi Arabia's National Commercial Bank has 400 branches, and guess what? They're joined up with XRP as well. The National Commercial...
Listen, this is a really good short. I just wish, like, if you put this much time and energy into something, why not, like, do it from home, right? Like, where you don't have all this wind. I think that what this guy put together is really great. A lot of amazing information. I just, I'm being picky. I apologize.
Bank of Saudi Arabia has officially joined Ripple with 400 branches across the country. The National Commercial Bank of Saudi Arabia is the second largest bank in the Middle East by total asset. Even JP Morgan is exploring Ripple for wholesale payment efficiencies. That's the biggest bank in the US. A joint research report with JP Morgan explores the potential to introduce greater efficiencies to wholesale payments occurring across borders. X is described as several times as a solution in the document. Now here's the kicker, XRP just isn't digital money. It's built for highly efficient payments, cutting time of traditional banking. The future of XRP is a lot bigger than they're telling you. What do you guys think? Well, stocks that reinvest.
Hey, great video, man. Keep learning, keep growing. The Winklevoss twins secretly withdrew 280 million in assets before crypto firm collapse sources. I hate these twins. I just don't like them. They are the most shady people in crypto. Man, Gemini. Listen, people ask me all the time, what do I use to buy crypto? What do I use to cash out? What do I use to do all this stuff? The answer is Coinbase. I feel safe using Coinbase. I don't have that feeling using like Maxi or, any other exchange, really. KuCoin, I trust Coinbase. It works every time for me. I've never had an issue. Their customer support is pretty decent. I don't know. All right. This is not good. This is Mark Carney, I believe. He is now the PM of Canada, I think. Excuse me. I don't know Canadian politics. I think he's the PM. If I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comments. But he's talking about the relationship Canada had with the United States is over. Let me play it.
The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperation, is over. What exactly the United States does next is unclear. But what is clear is that we, as Canadians, have agency. We have power. We are masters in our own home. Nous sommes maîtres chez nous. We can control our destiny. We can give ourselves much more than any foreign government, including the United States, can ever take away. We can deal with this crisis best by building our strength right here at home. It will take hard work. It will take steady and focused determination from governments, from businesses, from labor, from Canadians. We will need to dramatically reduce our reliance on the United States. We will need to pivot our trade relationships elsewhere. And we will need to do things previously thought impossible at speeds we haven't seen in generations.
There's a border with Canada and the US. I think it's like 5,000 miles long. It's very long. And there's a lot of businesses that are going to be widely affected by this. There's going to be people that lose their businesses. because of this, right? You're already seeing a huge reduction of Canadians crossing the border, coming in and vacationing and spending money and hanging out in the United States. Tariffs, I understand this is a negotiation tool, but I'm waiting for the good stuff to start happening. I'm getting a little nervous here. I'm sure that you at home, whatever situation that you are in, you're feeling a little nervous here too. I hope this all works out. We should plan for the absolute worst though. This is better though, right? Trump and Canadian PM Carney just had their first call and they both called it productive. I think if cooler heads prevail right now, if we drop the tariffs and find other ways to negotiate better deals for the United States, I think that's probably the play. I know people, America first, let's do this. It takes time. It takes years to build out the manufacturing that you need to take over all of this stuff. It's going to take years. If you want to build a new, car manufacturer plant in the United States, it's going to take 2 to 5 years, right? And manufacturers don't know if tariffs are going to change or go away, so they are not making investments. This is a challenging time for sure. I hope President Trump knows what he's doing. All right, let's go. XRP Ripple SEC lawsuit. We should have something in 60 days. It seems like it's over to me. They came out and said it's over. It's over. Here is a clip that I showed on another video, but I thought it was powerful. So this is Bernie Moreno. He's asking, he's talking to Paul Atkins, and he's railing on Gary Gensler.
I'll start with you, Mr. Atkins. Man, you just have to be able to breathe and not be a complete raging lunatic, and you're going to be the greatest SEC commissioner compared to the last guy. I mean, congratulations on coming after Gary Gensler, who objectively probably was one of the stupidest people in government. I'll start with you, Mr. Atkins.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Gary put us way back. And then also too, people are speculating that Paul Atkins might investigate the Hinman situation. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't need to talk about this too. Anthony Scaramucci says Bitcoin's going to 200K. We're waiting, right? What happens here, or what's supposed to happen, is Bitcoin is supposed to top out, whether that is 100K, 150K, 200K. The money will start flowing into Ethereum, and then to alts, and then to meme coins. Okay. When this transition is happening, it can happen very quick. You need to be ready. You need to be able to manage that. So please speak with your financial advisor, your friends, whoever that you trust that can help you better understand what you should do. We are still in cycles. No matter what anyone says to you, like, oh, it's a mega cycle, this. We are still in a cycle. The cycle will end. Don't be caught with the pants down. All right. I'll see you next time. I've been Crypto Sensei. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you have a lovely weekend.